We read Paw Patrol Christmas aloud daily for my 3-year-old. Oh, around the bend. You want a stellar Christmas gift this year for your 3-year-old if that's the case? I don't know where my wife got it from. If you can't find it on Google, you could message her and she could let you know. But she found a place that puts your kid into the Paw Patrol Christmas story. You pick some selections about what you want the child character to look like, and then their name, and it puts their name and their character into the book. Because we read that one periodically with Haley too, not every day, but she likes it. She likes it a lot. Yeah, it says like Haley and the Pup Save Christmas or whatever on the front. If a Google search fails you, let me know and I can ask my wife and send you the details. Once in future. I guess with the blink in hand, we just Electro here, right? In theory, with the Merlin, you could wait till 4 and then like once in future and this in the same turn. Just gonna get my snaps in so I don't forget. They're probably clogged. Maybe. Definitely. Definitely. Fingers crossed they can't fulfill the left so we can once in future later. So we'll do this here, which makes Thing the Herald of Galactus, which isn't really a flavor win, but, you know, we accept. Nuvrin, thank you for re-upping that Prime for 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Merlin's a sweet card I'm excited to get to. He's genuinely one of the best designs of the last year. Super, super sweet, fun card. Do you think the next game mode will not be as generous, similar to how Sanctum was and then wasn't as friendly? I think Second Dinner is tracking your behavior in all of these games. I think they look at how you react to when they make things more generous versus more stingy, and I think the things people complain about online, they largely don't give two shits about, and they're gonna follow the numbers. Man, we're about to cook them up real good here, huh? So if you like these extra rewards, make sure you're playing lots of Diner. And if you don't like the extra rewards, don't play Diner. Who am I to tell you how to live your life? But I also think there's a chance. I think there's a chance that the things being easier to get. Like, here would be a reason why we wouldn't see a repeat on the Diner. If people who typically log in and play these game modes religiously until they get the card and then stop playing Diner after they get the card, then I would be surprised if the shop ends up being this generous again. But if people continue to play after they get the card and come back for the other things in the shop, the thing they're trying out in the shop this time around are these rotating specials. They're checking to see, okay, do these get people to come back and keep playing to get more rewards? It's designed so you could get most of the stuff down here, and then are people coming back every 8 to 12 hours to continue playing to get the rewards? Because a lot of people don't understand that they don't pick how these shops are and how these things line up randomly. They are designing these events to try and maximize engagement. And people have commented, why does high voltage come back so frequently? And the reason why high voltage comes back so frequently is because high voltage is the most predatory limited time event structure. It's an event structure that encourages players to log in every 8 hours. And that's why that game mode comes back a lot. Because when that game mode is going on, lots of people are logging into Marvel Snap to play every 8 hours. Because that's ultimately what matters more than anything, is the player behavior. Because you can say whatever you want, but that doesn't matter. How you actually behave and your actions are what matter. Do they have Agatha in their hand? Why would we put Namor into there? I'll have 3 extra energy, which means I have 8 next turn. Does 8 do anything for me? Maybe? I don't know. Just to clear hand space. Well, you'd want the 6 points somewhere on the board. Maybe they wanted it blown up for some reason. So anyways, here's the thing. Oh, should we loot on the right to mess up Zola? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm beating Zola, right?
We are the future.
Let's like do this when I'm winning left, right, and center. I want to be beating the Black Panthers 8 on the right, while also beating the 16 in the middle. Well, now the Luna Center looks genius. I did look pretty smart there, yeah.
Victory.
This game mode really hammers home how Marvel retreat pilled these players in this game are. That there's so many retreats on these last turns rather than letting the end game play out.
I love this game.
I really wish I could see my numbers on the last turn more frequently. I'll make this game more fun for me. Does this kill Jim? I actually don't know. I think it does. The way it's worded, it does. It is here. Okay. It's weird that it's here, given its templating, or given the wording. I like a lot of the locations of this game mode, but I think the wording on them is very unclear. A lot of locations in this game mode also need once per game added to their text box. Absolutely. Are we dead? I think we're dead. Want to avoid playing into the center here because they put a Rocket Raccoon back in their hand with Falcon last turn. I am so smart. SMRT. I think we're cooked despite being smart. Unfortunately. As Rock's going through some shit, Chip. It's had better days. Does this event have exclusive locations? It does, Michael. Yeah, there's a bunch of specialty Deadpool themed locations. Wonder if we probably are not dodging the Rocket Raccoon again. Oh, are they just sabling? Or they're hit monkeying. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. They have two 5-power sables in their hand now. So they're gonna be 7-power sables here. The top card of my deck is absolutely and mercilessly cooked. And again, no reason to leave. Let them have their last turn. Unless your opponent's like roping you viciously, there's no reason not to let your opponent do their thing. The thing wins the middle, sure, but does that matter? I'm not winning the left or the right, yeah. Oh, that was a weird visual bug. It showed my total bubs going down on that screenshot at the end there. That's fine. We're converting things to nachos still. I played a very small amount over the weekend, and again, this is behavior that they're looking at, I'm sure, because I bet they count this as playing. I definitely logged in a few times over the weekend and just like triple snap conceded to use up my bubs that had built up for free. Like I was all right, and those were I wouldn't have typically logged in at those moments if I wasn't playing, and had I logged it, not logged it, I actually did sub dailies that I wouldn't have done otherwise. So they're limited time. Their dark patterns were working on me. Does this come back this turn if I play it and snap? I actually don't know the timing on this. Can I get Bueller? Anyone know? It does? Okay. Very solid domino variant. That's the one from the event, yeah? Alright, we're gonna supercharge old Jimmy boy here. Jimmy boy, oh Jimmy boy, the cards we are a-charging. Oh, did they not snap to bring their thing back? So my Galactus grows again? That seems good for me. Oh, they did. Rip. Rip. Oh man, it's a damn shame I don't have one more energy and can't go Blinky and Electro. Why not blink the Jin? Because the blink Jin could turn into Merlin. And this way I'm more likely to get Dr. Doom or the Thing first steps. We have the power. Ooh. Jim's a big boy, Chip. I really gotta say, I both like Jim's design and he's ended up being a lot more powerful than I was expecting him to be. Very, very reasonable Marvel Snap card. I'm waiting to see how many nachos I get before I figure out how I'm buying out the shop for diner. Just been ignoring the time-limited ones. We lose Ajax in the middle. Narrator, we are not. We're getting 2 more here too. So here's the thing.
Victory. Wait, what happened?
My body is the machine, chat, that turns bubs into nachos. That's all I do. All I do is turn bubs into nachos. Mastery. Completed support missions. Man, there's still 2 more chapters of the season pass. It is a 5-week season, isn't it? It is a 5-week season, isn't it? Oh, by the way, to the Pokemon Pocket enjoyers, I think we're supposed to get a preview video for their next set tomorrow morning. Because the data minds say they're doing a Tuesday set release instead of a Thursday set release because consistency be damned. It's very rude, game. You should have moved us to different locations. Thank you. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I would like them to be at different locations next time. How presidential of you. Yep. I could fill the white hot room this turn. I could blink her into Jubilee, but I don't think I want to do that. Well, I definitely don't want to Electro. We'll do this because it cracks the cube and fills this. Then it also has us winning the center to give Galactus a couple of points here. Opponent drew 3 zeroed cards. Man, look how good the thing first steps is, chat. You wish your 5 drops were as good as my 5 drops. The thing denied the opponent energy. He sure did. He sure did. Man, where's Jim Hammond when you want him? A lazy ass. He's so lazy. He is Iron Man. Pretty big gore. I think that's a fairly predictable loss for us. Their deck makes significantly bigger numbers than ours. Might realistically get there. I mean, I think if I get that variant, it puts my Deadpool Mastery to 30, if I recall correctly. Oh, it's for every player's snaps. These are all gonna be... They're gonna be real big. I understand now. Was that a good draw, chat? If so, why? Please explain. Anybody help me out on why that one was good or not? I need someone to break it down for me in the chat. Hopefully they're playing Mr. Negative. take extra energy next turn, I think. Oh, they're playing Clog. Excellent. I see we're the villain. No, my opponent's playing Clog. I'm definitely the good guy here. And Merlin lands the once in future? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Jimmy boy, oh Jimmy boy. The cards we are scaling. And again, I talk about this a lot, but this is just like the key to playing against Clog is you want to be dictating when your locations are filling versus not. Then we tie the rate, we win the breaker. Coolio. Look at all these delicious bubs.
I love this game.
I love this game. We've won so many times with Chip Hammond, chat. Look at this, 400 collector's tokens. That's good. I'm glad they doubled up the weekend missions this weekend because I was going broke. We were under 700,000 tokens for a little bit there, and it was kind of scary. It's very, very scary. Yeah, that deck's been surprisingly functional. It had all right stats on Untipped, so it's nice to have a reasonable performance with it. Praise a lot. Thank you for the 27 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Surge has been kind of whatever in this deck, has not seemed particularly useful or impressive. Are there any recently generically powerful cards I should keep an eye out for? Stardust is a tech card that goes in a lot of things. But no, I actually think one of the reasons why a lot of the recent designs for Second Dinner have felt so good in Snap is because we haven't really had any you absolutely have to have this card or you're not going to be successful type releases. Vision. No, I actually don't even think I'd agree with Vision. She's really only kind of okay. Bastion. No, I think Bastion fits the description I just gave, which is it's a card that has a pretty strict build around case. Oh, should we play the Craven out to grow the Galactus? Yeah, maybe. I kind of wanted to save him for, I wanted to save him to play after Hope, but yeah, maybe you're right. Another Iron Man. I'm kind of hoping to draw the thing here, huh? We can beat him up on the right. Okay, wait. It's totally clobbering time, yeah? A sense thing first steps 100% of the time. I just have to win my shifty. Yeah! Clobbering time! There are no coin flips in Bossing Say.
Wait, what happened? We won?
What a lovely land. Got him. Wasn't that 100%? I don't care if it was 100%, chat. Never tell me the odds. Never tell me the odds. He broke the one I wanted him to break. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He broke who we wanted. All right, we need to run an advert. And then we're going to play some more of this one while we continue farming nachos in the diner. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Don't go anywhere. This diner structure is honestly excellent for content, too. Just like getting to actually test decks and have things play out to completion with minimal amounts of retreating. It's what I've always wanted. And it's not multiple games against the same people. I really can't emphasize enough that my #1 request for second dinner right now is that Conquest should be replaced with a different always-on game mode. Sanctum Showdown, Diner, Grand Arena. I really want there to be an always-on game mode that isn't just regular Snap but longer. It's been a while since I gave that feedback. I'm gonna send that over again. Diner is sick. They went from the worst to the best game mode. Agree, meow meow. Thank you for the 17 months. I truly think this iteration on Diner highlights why Second Dinner and Marvel Snap is some of the best game creating company and gaming in the space, because they're so good at iterating. So many other companies shoot a shot and miss and then throw it away and never come back to it. And Second Dinner and Marvel Snap feel like such a poster child for what iterative game development should look like. Where even when I think you could even describe the initial designer iteration as like a big miss. They kept the bits of it that were good and then worked on the rest of it to the point where it was good, where it's good now. How do I approach the last table? Do I always snap 3 times? I mean, how much are you winning? I mean, I mean, and it's a testament to like my deck being fine and me playing well, but I've literally just been snapping on the first 3 turns of every game I've played today in this mode, and I haven't run out of pubs. So, like, you could be more conservative if you, like, want to play for a while and you're worried about running out of bubs, but, like... Oh! Oh, that's actually quite bad for us. Yikes. That was our nat 1 roll. Moira! That's fun. It's fitting that we're gonna get railed by variants, so I said we were struggling to run out, but still, like, we started at 60k, which is the regen max, and I think I'm at, like, we're just very dead here. I'm not gonna play on 2 more turns. I think we're still above 100k with this loss, so we want a couple in a row. Yeah, I'm at 100. We started at 60k. I've snapped on the first 3 turns every game that we've played, and we're at 108,000, so we've just been winning more than we're losing.
Time to make the chimichangas.
Ooh, that's fun. I think we Merlin, because if I hit Polymorph or Tuck, we can Electro, plus get rid of the body next turn. Something Wiccan comes this way. Oh my, how perfect is this?
Live from the Daily Bugle.
All right, I think I just put G-Man in the center so he can continue to charge himself up here. What do we think of getting rid of the Elysium at this point? Yeah. Actually, do I want to keep getting rid of the Electro? Every time I put a card back in my deck, it makes their Hawk bigger. I don't know. We're probably losing the Hawk path regardless, though. We cooked twice in a row, but I was just bragging about how we couldn't get rid of our bubs. And now I've lost 2 in a row. My self-worth is spiraling. Pittybot incoming, yep. Wait, oh my goodness, there's another turn. Oh my goodness, there's another turn. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't realize there was another turn. I was very confused that they hadn't played their Darkhawk. Was like, what's going on? I don't understand. What are we doing? Yeah. We're super cooked. We drew a lot of rocks. CS, thank you for the 19 buds. When you just have like such a different energy amount, it's so easy to miss it. Well, closer than I was expecting, honestly. We take those. Was there a 2-drop that won the left there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, chat, I have an email in my inbox from Riot Games telling me that they're removing me from their partner program because Legends of Runeterra doesn't have a partner program with their restructure anymore. I guess this was my reminder that apparently that game is not fully dead yet. That game still exists. I mean, I guess I expect the servers are still on, huh? Because Riot has Riot money. Oh no! So anyways. It's basically a variation of Slay the Spire at this point. Okay, that makes sense. Bing, bing. When I first saw the subject line, I thought I was in trouble for laying into fascists on Twitter finally, but turns out it was just because Runeterra's dead and dying. So here's the thing. No kitty brain. Yeah, we are an Electro. All right, and then we'll be able to Merlin plus Galactus next turn. I haven't played Snap since launch. How is its competitive scene? So, they've started doing a small number of official tournaments that have support from Second Dinner, but they're mostly like for bragging rights style tournaments. Like, there isn't like a world structure with like big prizes where if you win, you're gonna make significant amounts of money. One of the big reasons why Snap is here and still kicking many later is in no small part due to the fact that it has a very appropriately casual focus. Do we think they're beating 37 on the right? There's a world where like some combination of Shaw beats us because of the Murray Island, but I will say in general, I think Marvel Snap is one of the best balanced live service games I've ever played. They do regular balance passes twice a month, plus regular content, new cards and stuff release every week, one to two or three cards typically. There's basically always something new to explore or do in it. While they're not perfect, nothing is. I think Second Dinner's the closest I've ever had to experience a digital card game like I really wanted. Feels like they use the digital space for balance and iterative purposes better than any other game in the industry. They're quite good at it. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what Thursday is gonna bring with the tech card changes. Which changes they keep, if any. My anecdotal experience, the public data we have on Untapped would imply to me that they can keep a lot of the changes, but I'll be curious to see if they do or not. I definitely don't think they're keeping all of them. That's not happening, but a good number of them can definitely stay, in my opinion. Forgot to snap for a reason. It's fine.
Escaped.
So, one thing I will say, and this is probably part of the reason why they finally decided to pull the trigger on testing the tech cards being bad, is I think a lot of the tech cards were actually only okay even before they made a lot of them meaningfully worse last week. If that makes sense. We weren't really in a super tech card heavy meta game before they made the changes. Jimmy Chonga. Oh, is this a pity bot? This might be a pity bot. Going into the machine world here. Wow, and it discarded Swarm for it. Rigged. Rigged! Yeah, playing this board out here, this is one of our AI overlords, almost assuredly. When are they gonna release limited time game mode boards? I don't know. I would really love it if we could purchase some of these boards for regular game boards, though. I agree. It seems like a mess that you can't get them cosmetics. They're only here when the limited time game mode's in. They're so fun. Just gonna get the thing built up here. Then next turn we'll play Dr. Doom into the Ludistowpath. honestly, all of the cosmetic boards they've done have looked really good. I think the Sanctum one's my favorite. I like the kind of general vibe of that one the most. So things gonna keep charging up and bring something in the middle. Hammond's gonna get a little bit bigger here on the right. I assume the bot is very dead. Big chunga. The flavor of the thing helping Galactus is not the best. Tastes worse than the chimichanga for sure.
I love this game.
How many more days do we have in the diner? Does it go till Thursday? It goes till Thursday. Yeah, we probably have time. We just play diner all week to get to the Deadpool here still. We were running pretty good today. I obviously run a little bit worse and performed a little bit worse, but
Way too much money on you.
yeah, I'm confident logistically one of the reasons why they haven't sold cosmetic game boards yet is because I'm trying to figure out how you handle if players have different boards or something. You can like do a 50-50 and pick one at random, but there's a lot of very obviously hypocritical things you can point out that conservatives do. But I think the one that's most personally eye roll / chuckle to me is the accounts that point out the increased usage in the Grindr app every time there's a conservative convention somewhere. Oh, you angry closeted people. We're just dropping Jubilee in the middle. I'm making a rock here. Rock makes it more likely that Rocket Pen gives us points and not them. Pour that rock out. Wait, did they just get... Oh, I was mixing this up. This is whoever's winning here gets the bonus. My brain thought that this was the split 8 power up. The other new location. I think there's a good chance there's a Galactus on top of our next ship. I got nothing. I got nothing. Close. Close. The extra Silver Surfer trigger for the rubs. Look at all of our nachos. All right, let's do like one more good game in with this. Then we'll take an ad break, and then we'll play something else when we get back. Been enjoying Cerebro 5. I think the Cerebro 5 deck is very reasonable. Highlight with that one the other day. So this is guaranteed to be Doctor Doom. I think I want to not contest the Adam Warlock path. What percentage do you think will stay for this anti-tech patch? I genuinely don't know. I'm a little nervous to find out. Oh, I guess I lose my Galactus Herald with this play. You get to pick one thing to stay. I mean, it's obviously Shang-Chi's text box change, right? It's not particularly close. Yep. Yeah, OTA Thursday. We'll find out what they're keeping and what they're not. So if they Spectrum, they go up to 21 in the middle, so I'd have to add 9 there. Which I don't think we can do while still winning anywhere else. You think they're not playing Spectrum? No, wait, shoot, I forgot to snap. I'm so sad.
Iron Man.
This is very nacho inefficient. Very, very nacho inefficient, Chip. All right, Mr. Thing. 25% of the time, it works every time. Ah, unlucky. Unlucky. All right, we gotta play at least one more to round out my nachos. This is certainly a way to put a banner up on the screen here. Do you think that says Fox News? So I'm not sure if they knew what they were doing here, but what is the announcement? If the rumblings are to be believed, it sounds like they're going to blame women taking Tylenol during pregnancy for their children being autistic. And naturally, I'm sure if they announce that, they're going to have some really good peer-reviewed paper backing it up, right? Right? Company that makes Tylenol forgot to mail the check. Yeah, actually. So they're shorting the Tylenol stock. Yeah, basically. My poor Dr. Doom.
Escaped.
My poor Dr. Doom. What's his name? Stardust. What's her name? Stardust is very, very good tech card right now. I mean, it's not like I could take any game actions or to play around it. It's a pretty good aim. Why is our birth rate declining? Our birth rate in the United States is declining because it costs me $19,000 a year to send my toddler to preschool. And most people can't afford that shit. I'm very fortunate to be someone who is in a position where I could. Oh, and it was announced over the weekend, so we didn't talk about it yet. Did y'all see? They announced we're gonna be raising the prices on Xboxes, including the 7-year-old Xbox. And I believe the Microsoft announcement didn't use the word tariffs. It did the same song and dance that Sony did and called it the macroeconomic situation. I'm currently looking at 30,000 USD a year for a newborn in daycare. Yep. You must live in one of the major cities, yeah? Yeah, because I mean, I knew my 19,000 per year was lower than a number of the major cities. People still buy Xboxes. Yeah, people pay money for convenience. Having a dedicated system that all it does is play video games tends to be convenient. You pay $10K a year in Houston. Is that for full-time, Ben? That's pretty cheap. Yeah, I think we're cooked here again, unfortunately. A laptop is more convenient than Xbox. It's not. Having your system turned on and do exactly one thing is... Having your computer turn on and do exactly one thing means it's less likely to get fucked up or not work in various ways. So consoles from a gaming perspective are significantly more convenient. Who we blink it? It doesn't matter. We're dead here. All right, I wanted to get one more win in with this before we finish, but I think I'm ready to move on. This was fine. This had okay stats on the untapped tracker, and after a little over an hour of gameplay, we ended with the same amount of bubs we started with, and we ended up climbing over 100k bubs, I think, inside of the thing. We won a number of games with it. Not particularly exciting, but if you're into doing Electro ramp stuff, Jim Hammond, Human Torch is a very organic, fine addition to this. The thing First Steps was honestly better than I was expecting it to be. This was a card that I was a little bit unsure of, and we triggered it, spilled the location a couple of times. It missed a lot, but it also had a couple of hits as well, and it was just fine being like, you play this on turn 4, and then it's a 12 power thing, which is all right.